Hey guys, it's Miss Rouse. All right, so this morning we're going to be working on week 7. This is the together column. All right, which expression has the greatest value? Solve each expression. So you are not going to have enough room to solve these here. You're just not, okay? Because for each one of these, you have to make the pizza to garlic sauce shape, and there's just not enough space to do it on here. So I tell my students that it is required that you do these over here on another sheet of paper. All right, here we go. We've got A is 2 times, let me circle A so I don't accidentally combine it with anything else. A is 2 times 6 plus 5 parentheses minus 9 minus 3. Okay, and you have to do PEMDAS for these. Parentheses, exponents, then multiplication and division, whichever one comes first, then addition and subtraction, whichever one comes first. All right, so the first one is, and remembering that there are no exponents in the 5th grade. All right, so first you're going to do your parentheses. So I'm going to do 6 plus 5 is 11. So, and over here, 9 minus 3 is 6. Then I'm going to fill in the rest of the problem. So 2 times 11 minus, and I can remove the 9 minus 3 is 6. So 2 times 11 minus 6. Then you have to decide what happens next. Well, you've done all your parentheses, so now is there any multiplication and division? Yes, there is. You can do 2 times 11 is 22, cross that out, and then fill in your minus 6. 22 minus 6 is 16, and there is your garlic sauce. All right, now let's try B, because we're trying to find the one that has the greatest value. So now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to do 2 times 6 plus 5 minus 9 minus 3. And I'm going to follow the order of operations again. So first is 6 plus 5. 6 plus 5 is 11, and then I'm going to fill in the rest of the problem. 2 times 11 minus 9 minus 3. All right, now according to the rules of PEMDAS, multiplication and division comes next. So here we go. 2 times 11 is 22, minus 9 minus 3. Then I've got subtraction twice, so I'm just going to go left to right. So 22 minus 9 is 13. Minus 3 is 10. And there is my garlic sauce. All right, now I'm going to do C. 2 times 6 plus 5 minus 9 minus 3. All right, so using the rules of PEMDAS, I've got to do the parentheses first. So I'm going to cross this out. 9 minus 3 is 6. Then I'm going to fill in the rest of the problem. 2 times 6 plus 5 minus 6. All right, so there are no more parentheses, so what comes next? Well, next is multiplication and division, so this will be next. Cross out 2 times 6 and write the answer here. 12 plus 5 minus 6. Then I do addition and subtraction, starting from the left to the right. So 12 plus 5 is 17 minus 6, and then 17 minus 6 is 11. All right, and then I've got to do D. Last one is 2 times 6 plus 5 minus 9 minus 3. Okay, so there are no parentheses this time, so I have to start with multiplication and division. So you'll go here. 2 times 6 is 12, then fill in the rest of the problem. Plus 5 minus 9 minus 3. Then you'll do addition and subtraction, going left to right, whichever one comes first. So 12 plus 5 is 17 minus 9 minus 3. Then keep going. 17 minus 9 is 8 minus 3. And 8 minus 3 is 5. Every time you do one step. So the question says, which expression has the greatest value? So I've got 16, 10, 11, and 5. So your answer is A. All right, here we go. A movie theater has 342 seats. If each row has 18 seats, how many rows are in the movie theater? Okay, so this is one where I want you to make a bar diagram. So remember, when we're making bar diagrams, you always put the total in the top bar. Okay, so do we know the total? Yes, we do. The whole movie theater has 342 seats. and each row has 18 seats. So that means that this row has 18 seats, and this row has 18 seats, and this row has 18 seats, and every row all the way down will have 18 seats until you've used them all up. So we're looking at our problem-solving flow chart. Do I know the total? Yes, I do. Do I need equal parts? Yes, I do. And so since I need equal parts, I need to divide, okay? So I'm going to take 342, and again, don't be scared to use paper to do it on another sheet of paper. So I'm going to take 342, and I'm going to divide it by 18. All right, so how many 18s are in 3? There are none. How many 18s are in 34? Well, I know there's at least one. Are there 2? Well, 2 18s is 36, so I'm only going to be able to do 1. 1 times 18 is 18, and when I subtract, I get 14 minus 8 is 6, 2 minus 1 is 1. And we know we've done it right because the number that we ended up with down here is smaller than this number, so we're good to go. Okay, so then I'm going to bring down my 2. So now, how many 18s are in 162? All right, so that is where it gets a little bit fishy. Sorry, I was taking a sip of coffee. All right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to suggest that you take 18 and you just round it up to 20 and you start counting so you can make an estimation. Okay, so I'm going to just round this to 20, and I know 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm going to at least kind of start with 8 18s and see how much 8 18s is. So I'm going to take 18 and I'm going to multiply it by 8 and see what I get. 8 times 8 is 64. Oh, shoot, leave the 4, carry the 6. 1 times 8 is 8, plus 4 more is 100. So that'll give you 144 as your answer. All right, well, 144 is less than this. Could I add on another 18? Let's try. If I add on another 18, 8 plus 4 is 2. I'm going to carry the 1. 1 plus 6, 1 plus 4 plus 1 is 6. And then bring down the, look at there. So I could do one more. So instead of 8, it will be 9. It goes in 9 times. There are 9 18s in 162. So 9 18s is 162, and then I can subtract and I get a 0. So that means that there are 19 rows of 18. All right, next one. You're going to round this to the nearest hundredth. So write it out over here. 0 and, ooh, this is a big number. I don't even know how to say that out loud. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths. Okay, so I guess it is 2,584 10,000ths. Woo, that's a big number. Okay, but we don't have to worry about all that. All we need to do is we need to round it to the nearest hundredths. So this place value right here is the tenths place. The one right next to it is the hundredths place. So just underline it, and then you're going to look next door. If it's a 5 or greater, then you add one more. If it's not greater than 5, then it stays the same. But this is greater than 5, so we're going to change this to 26 hundredths because the 5 changes to 6. And then everything after is a 0. If you want to put those zeros, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to, okay? In decimals, you don't have to add all the zeros. Number 4, in this table, we see how many minutes Doug read and practiced the trumpet for the first 4 days of the week. If the pattern continues, how many more minutes will Doug spend practicing trumpet than reading on Friday? So it goes Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we've got to figure out Thursday, Friday, sorry, we got to figure out Thursday and Friday. So go over here and make kind of the exact same chart. So you've got the day, and then you're going to have, we got to do Thursday and Friday to complete the work. So here's Thursday and here's Friday. One of the ways that the kids get stuck is they just solve for Thursday. They don't realize they've got to do 2 more days. And then here, this is reading, and this is trumpet. Okay. All right. So let's see what the pattern is for reading. It goes 12, 24, 36, 48. So every time reading, he does 12 more minutes than the day before. So just continue the pattern. 48 plus 12 is 60. 60 plus 12 is 72. So Friday, he'll spend 72 minutes reading. Then let's figure out trumpet. 15, 30, 45, 60. Okay, every time he's doing 15 more minutes. Plus 15 plus 15. So 60 plus 15 will give you how many on Thursday? That'll give you 75 on Thursday. Then add 15 in again to get Friday, and that will give you 90. Okay? But you're not done because you got to read the question. The question says, how many more minutes will Doug spend practicing trumpet than reading on Friday? Here's trumpet, here's reading. 90 minutes trumpeting, 72 minutes reading. So you have to take 90, subtract 72 to get your answer. So let's do that. 90 minutes trumpeting minus 72 minutes reading, and you will get 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 minus 7 is 1. It is 18 more. Okay, so make sure that you answer the question. It's great if you can extend the patterns, but you also have to be able to answer the question. All right, Mr. Ruiz is a plumber. He makes $125 for each hour he works at home or a business. Each week, Mr. Ruiz works for 30 hours. How much money can he make in 5 weeks? Okay, first off, you have to figure out how much he makes in 1 week. All right, so you've got to figure out the one week first. All right, and we're going to make 2 different bar diagrams. Okay, you don't know what the total is that he makes in a week. They don't give that to you. Okay, they just tell you how much he makes an hour and how many hours he worked. Okay, but what you do know is that every hour that he works, he makes $125 an hour. So in this hour, he makes $125, and in this hour, he makes $125, and in this hour, he makes $125. And you know that he works all the way down to 30 hours. Okay, so let's look at our problem solving flow chart. Do I know the total? No, I do not. Do I need equal parts? Yes, I do, because it's 125, 125, 125, 125. So do I know the total? No, I don't. I don't know how much he makes. Do I need equal parts? Yes, I do. So that means I need to multiply to get that. So I'm going to multiply 125 times 30 hours. So let's do that. 125 times 30 hours. Okay, so what I'm going to encourage you to do is just multiply 125 times 3 and then slap a 0 on the end of it. So let's do that. 3 times 5 is 15. Leave the 5, carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. And then 3 times 1 is 3. And then don't forget to put your 0 on the back. So every week, this man is making $3,750. All right? So that's our 1 week amount, and that's per week. He is doing really well, guys. I don't know if you know that, but that's a lot of money. Maybe Miss Russell will become a plumber. All right. So he's making $3,750 a week, but it says how much money will he make in 5 weeks? So now you've got to do a 5-week bar model, okay? So again, you don't know the total, okay? But you know that there's going to be 5 weeks down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that each one of them, he's going to make $37.50. $37.50. Woo, that's a lot of money. $37.50. $37.50 and $37.50. I hope he'll give me a loan. All right, so you have to take, again, look at your problem solving flow chart. So here I am. Do I know the total? No, I don't. Do I need equal parts? Yes, I do. I have equal parts. So I am going to multiply. So I'm going to come over here on a fresh sheet of paper because I can't do all that work on that little thing. All right, so I've got 3,750, and I'm going to multiply it by 5. Here we go. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5 is 25. Leave the 5, carry the 2. 7 times 5 is 35, plus 2 more is 37. Leave the 7, carry the 3. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 more is 18. $18,000. 750. Good gracious. I want this man's job. So in So in 5 weeks, he makes a total of $18,750. That is not too shabby. Mr. Ruiz is doing good. He could buy himself a Honda Civic with that. Okay, so make sure that you're doing the bar models. Make sure that you are paying attention to and thinking about it, because bar models are super helpful on these multi-step word problems. Okay, don't forget to submit a picture of your work. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.